do you feel like this?
I believe they like they exist in like some type of form. There's like some type of like I guess like organizers that try to get as much information about another life form as much as possible, or like it's an elite group
Okay.
that is involved in like a lot of things, including like a lot of classified information that we don't know.
So
what's out of it.
what I know about this whole situation is this.
Yeah.
I feel like the government. There's a lot of movies that's being shown,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like the government. What they do, they make movies. People, they like the actor. They make movies and all that just to we believe here and there if there's such thing as UFOs, or
What do you
anything
mean?
they
You
got
feel
to
like
do with-
movies are like are influence us in a way,
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
trying to like what is that word called? Try to manipulate you,
yeah.
like in a sense.
But
Yeah,
I think they've been.
I think that's a real good conspiracy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It
It is.
is a real good
So
conspiracy.
in the light now that people are coming out and they saying a lot of stuff about UFOs, and they've been
Yeah.
then we've been holding. When I say we, the government and military been holding information about the UFOs and all this other crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I don't think they believe in that. I think they believe there's all this is bullshit, and I think they have to see it for themselves to believing
We'll see what
something
exactly
like that. So
Because I feel like you could see like stuff move in the sky, which they consider UAPs now.
yeah,
Like you can see like weird phenomenons that happen in the sky. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're in control of that though.
right.
So I think you could like see something, but it still won't make you like a believer. Is pretty much what I'm saying. Like,
All right. I feel, and I always felt this.
you
because
believe in it.
I believe in it.
he believes in it really hard. Guys.
Yeah, because I experienced and I saw things that wasn't from this world. All right.
Yeah.
I think that people that speak on certain things when it comes to UFO and all that, and they end up disappearing or
Damn.
end up dying sooner
sounds
than
like a
what they're
movie.
supposed to, right?
Yeah.
I think they're trying to tell people stuff, but people don't take it seriously because we really don't have 100% fact.
Well, think of
right?
how they're like trying to represent the information. So
Right.
it's kind of hard to like take it serious because there's so much information now. So it's like you don't know what to believe because there's so much like hoax about it, talks about it, so many podcasts about it, so many like YouTube videos on it.
Correct.
Or like-
I agree.
Or like TikTok, kind of.
I agree. It's always something.
But I feel like this is
about
one of those
something.
like the Earth is flat type situations.
Okay.
Does
All
that
right.
make sense?
So what you think about the AIDS virus and the viruses that's been going on, and we got like
The
what,
AIDS
like
virus?
over 100 now COVID viruses now, and all that stuff, and
like trans and stuff. You talking
yeah,
about
like
trans?
I feel as though like that's man-made, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Well, viruses that's hard to tell. With science now and the advancing like technology, I wouldn't put it past me.
All right. So what if I tell you I have a video that I'm about to show is gonna be an 8-minute video that I'm about to show some real life shit
Okay.
that might just convince you.
So what we looking like?
All right. This video is a little old school because the guy that made it, he made it
When?
1970
No.
79
So like 1980.
to 1980. He passed away
Yeah.
in 1989.
So like 9 years
All right.
after he made the video.
What if I tell you that he was the real Man in Black?
Okay, wait. Hold on, because I didn't even get that. You probably told me, but I don't remember that.
Yeah.
He made a video in 1979 to like around
Yeah.
1980, and he died 9 years later. That's a lot of years that they let the man live if he did
Of course.
give out,
We'll speak about that. But for my viewers, what I'm going to tell you is that the video that I'm about to show you might be disturbing to you. It might be a little scary to you. And it's not made for little kids.
Why
But
is it not made for little
if
kids?
why? Because you got little kids that get scared of stuff like this,
Do you get scared of UFO?
Yeah, you never know. But I'm about to show you
don't
some
think
real
that's-
life shit
Yeah, I don't think.
that went down. And this guy explains about our viruses, and he
Yeah.
also explains how he is the real Man in Black. But
All
it's
right.
gonna be more than that. So check it out. I'm about to show you this video. It's 8 minutes, and y'all tell me your thoughts. because this man is not playing no games. We found the real Man in Black. It finally came out in light, and the video got leaked to me. Check this shit out. All right? Check it out. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy.
This transition in my life happened in 1970. The senior black project director was William T. Latham, who had worked under CIA Executive Director Richard Schlesinger. Latham stated that I was the perfect candidate for my new position. I was a foster child, and I had no connections to existing relatives. I had no friends or social life. It was easy for them to erase my past and provide me with a new identity. I gave myself to them as a priest would to his God. But first, my mind had to be erased. I was injected with various forms of mind-altering drugs, LSD, heroin, mescaline, morphine, sodium pentothal, and more. Drug-induced hypnosis followed with antegrade and retrograde amnesia. The goal was to program me to do two things: kill and forget. After 9 months of programming, I had become a man in black. What I later discovered was that not all the men in black were human. About a third were alien hybrids. Their distinctive feature was the absence of whites in their eyes, giving the impression of empty eye sockets. This unsettled me, and it took months to adjust to the reality of alien integration. My assignments largely dealt with UFO sightings and crash sites. In August of 1971, I witnessed my first UFO crash site just north of Edwards Air Force Base in California. Inside the craft were 3 grade humanoids, 2 dead, 1 still alive. Also in the craft was a human female abductee. The alien humanoids were transported to the base, but 2 witnesses had arrived before us and took several photographs. The first surrendered his camera, but the second fled. When we apprehended him, he resisted, and I was ordered to silence him, which I did. The killing of witnesses was executed with a wand that acted very much like today's taser. But the voltage from the wand would cause immediate cardiac arrest, and the victim's death would be attributed to natural causes. We silenced countless victims, not only men, but women of all ages and even teenagers. The following day, after each kill, our memories were reset, so we would have no recollection of the murders. A good majority of the victims were ufologists and whistleblowers. Among the ufologists I personally silenced were Paul William Cooper, Milton Vigay, Claude Monroe, Anthony Vargas, and noted documentarian Samantha Willis. When my wand malfunctioned with Samantha, I resorted to strangulation. She fought for her life for almost 2 minutes. In recalling this act, I stared into her pleading eyes for the entire duration with absolutely no remorse, guilt, or feelings. That was how effective the mind conditioning was. And it's her face that haunts my dreams more than anyone's to this day.
So they stuffed out a documentarian?
Yep.
Well, that's not good to hear.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on. In 1954, Dwight Eisenhower signed what's known as the Granada Treaty with the alien gray race. In exchange for shared alien technologies, the Greys were allowed to abduct a number of humans annually for medical examination. The Greys also demanded anonymity from the public. A short time later, human technology took a giant leap forward with circuit chips, fiber optics, and lasers. The Granada Treaty is still active today, but the number of human abductions has increased, despite objections from the world governments. Now, the really interesting part. Every year, at least 8 million children go missing in the world. I can attest that 1/3 of them are abducted by government operatives and transported to any one of the 1,477 underground military installations on the planet, then imprisoned for the remainder of their lives. The children are subjected to biological and genetic experiments, dissections, and mutilations performed not by human scientists, but an alien gray species. During my stay at the Vanguard Underground Base north of Phoenix, Arizona, I witnessed many of these procedures. Because there was no form of anesthesia administered to the young patients, the halls reverberated with the screams of tortured children from morning to night. The ones that perished were incinerated in the installation's crematoriums. My point of contact at this base was Lieutenant Colonel Charles T. Leninger, and he was a human-alien hybrid. And get ready for this. In 1994, the World Population Summit in Cairo, Egypt, had 160 nations participate, where they all agreed that the human population was out of control and must be stopped because the world is running out of resources. An agreement was formed that would mandate the reduction of humans from 6 billion to 800 million by the year 2030. This meant finding a method or methods to wipe out nearly 95% of the population. Solutions were discovered, investigated, tested, then created, and have been in full force since. The procedures have been inflicted onto the human race are as follows. 1. Toxic levels of chemically enhanced fluoride have been secretly added to our drinking water over the last 20 years in every city and community on the planet. I personally oversaw the delivery of fluoride barrels to Denver, Chicago, Tampa, and Minneapolis water departments. The adverse effects of fluoride poisoning to the human body are numerous and debilitating. The effects to children is damage to their neurological development, among other serious ailments. 2. Man-made viruses and diseases. The AIDS virus, which was a designer byproduct of the American Disease Institute, was distributed through vaccines to the public in 1980. Instituted as a preliminary population control tactic, the results were successful and led to more lab-produced viruses that have since been unleashed onto the public. Among those is the development of a mutated version of the common flu to replicate the 1918 influenza pandemic that killed 40 million people. The first strain of this new flu virus will be released to the public in late 2017. So if we see a flu outbreak in the late 2017 or early 2018 that's killing people, we'll know this is true.
All right.
3. Killing us from the air with neurotoxins, barium chloride, cancer microbes, and viruses by way of chemtrails, released into the skies daily over all inhabited regions by military aircrafts. The effects of these toxins are severe and over time lethal, causing respiratory ailments, cancer, damage to the immune systems, and sterilization in men. Since the chemtrail plan was implemented, sperm count in men has dropped nearly 50%. If this isn't reversed soon, the human race will face early extinction.
All right. So I just showed you 8 minutes of a video. You tell me what you think about that, Lewis.
It's hard to say because, if a man is like almost, like damn near like 80 years old, it's hard to say if he's lying or not. I can't really call it out because I don't have knowledge on that.
Hold on. Before you keep saying that. Did you say because the man is old?
Yeah, like
because the man is old.
It's hard to say because a man, like if a man is that old, why would he have to lie? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, all right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but then,
yeah.
Taking the information that he's talking about, and he's talking about like population control, and like he just pretty much named every like conspiracy that we came up with. These facts, well, we didn't come up with, but like kind of, he just named a whole bunch of stuff, and then he somehow like connected it to like aliens. He named human trafficking, population control, and then he like named aliens, like real beings that are not human. So that's kind of like crazy. That's wild.
Yo. So
That's
this
wild.
video was made in the 1978, 1979.
Yeah.
He just predicted what just happened.
Virus too. Yeah.
It probably wasn't in 2017, but it was in 2020.
For someone who was born that time to get it like only 2 years like off. That's,
Right?
That's crazy.
Right?
But then again, I could also say something about it's gonna happen in 2030, and then out of like luck of like just like not knowing it, but I guess like a guess,
Yeah.
it could still happen, you know. So I don't think it's that hard to like guess what's gonna happen in the next couple years. Because remember, famine and disease already existed at that time too.
I got you.
So
But also, he also pretty much said about children.
yeah,
Children
that
is
was
getting
odd.
abducted that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is the government,
Mm-hmm.
as he's saying. There's
He's saying it's the
abducting these
government,
kids
right?
for
Well, he said it
to
was,
do experiments.
he said it was like the military and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
odd.
government.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's part of
Okay. Okay. He also mentioned how back in the day, like the 1940 somethings,
Yeah.
that the it was overpopulated and they had to take out several million of people.
Yeah, that sounds like a
And so they
like a
so they
genocide, bro.
they kind of
Mhm.
threw some in our waters.
Yeah.
And the whole shit with the our sperm count now, it's mad
It
low
is low,
now.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
scientifically, yeah.
What's going on, bro? Like so what you really thinking about this? What do you think about this video? I think it's true.
I think it's definitely thought provoking for sure. It'll definitely make you think like, damn, is that why these kids go missing, or is that why like we see what we see, like these weird stuff, these weird like events that happen in the sky, just like operations that the military be doing that's like super secret, it's super classified.
I don't know, man.
It's hard to tell, man.
I don't
To
fucking.
me,
Yo, listen,
me personally, I would take it to like the psychological route and kind of feel like they're just trying to manipulate the masses into thinking a certain way about like the fact that there's another like type of being. Because if you think about it, like what do you consider an alien? Like from outer space or like from here?
I consider alien from outer space. Why? Because they
Yeah.
could do things that a human that I believe can't
Yeah.
do. Right? I'm
You're right.
definitely thinking if I. And then he also said, "Yo, what gets me about this whole shit is like, there's been stuff in the past, right?
Yeah.
That I done see documentaries of people that disappeared after that documentary, okay, about real men in black looking for them, because they know information about stuff that they ain't supposed to know." And what's crazy is if you look at these men, there's a documentary on that. You probably can see this on Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
When
a
you
lot of
see
stuff
this
like
man
that.
in black come into the office, doesn't look normal. It looked like a whole fucking alien in a human body. The way they
Yeah.
act, the way they reenact,
Mhm.
the way they talk, the way they are. Like it's like
They're called
what-
hybrids.
yes, it's called a hybrid. That's what he was saying.
Hybrids, yeah.
So I don't know how much of this we have to keep showing proof, bro.
I don't
The
think
shit is real life.
I think it's like I said. I think it's a way to like influence you to thinking it's real, because like it's easy to say, all the like. I think anyone could say that at like any age and just say, hey, look, I used to work for the CIA and I seen aliens, and then people automatically just like fall for that.
All right, look,
I feel like it's a hoax.
this is the press back then, right? This is the people that document people, right?
That document.
They have to make before they even go that extra 100 miles to even put that up. They have to do a background check. They have to see if this man really exists. They have to see if this man really worked with the government.
Yeah.
They
I mean, I
have
didn't
to
see
do
no
that.
video on
That's
his
just a
background check.
fact.
Yeah,
Because I could sit here and say I'm famous. I'm the most famous person in the world, and then I'm going to the press saying that. You think they're gonna have me on TV just because
So
I'm saying that?
So
No, they're gonna do
hypothetically,
a background check.
all right. So that actually happened to some guy, and they didn't put down the video. They
Don't-
just like demonized his reputation.
Who you talking about? Don't tell me the fake Drake.
What?
Don't tell me it was the fake Drake. That fake Drake guy.
Nah, we still talking about aliens, right?
Oh, okay.
There's a fake Drake.
Yeah, there was some fake Drake there. It was weird. It was I don't know that he looked like Drake. He was a
He looked
chrome.
like Drake.
He's just a whole straight chrome.
And like everybody knows about him.
Yeah, it was going on the media on social media about this. He was making songs.
You
and
see
all
what
that.
I'm talking about, bro? Like,
Yeah, but this
I
ain't,
bet you
this,
there's a
this
lot
is
of people
be-
that fell
this
for
is
that, though.
beyond. Yeah, but this is beyond that.
I mean, I think for the government to like really bring it out to the light does make you question whether it's real or not. Because why would they have to do that? But then again, it's like it's hard to believe that there's not an agenda behind everything that they do.
Hold up, but the people they actually talking about this, right?
Yeah.
They have nothing to lose.
They have everything to lose. That's like
they
speaking-
have everything to lose, but they don't. Like at the end of the day, they work for the government. So yeah, right?
So
You're
that
right.
makes
You're right.
you-
You're right.
it
They
makes
have
you
a lot.
question.
They have a lot to lose.
They have a lot
but
to
they
lose.
don't have nothing to like. Why would they do it? Is what I'm trying to say. Why would
Why
all
not?
people coming out? Why? And why back then? There wasn't that much social media back
It's like
then.
asking why they made the internet.
No, but hold up. That's the thing.
It's a
Back
way-
then when he
It's
released,
a way to manipulate.
back
the
then when he
masses,
released
bro.
this, there was nothing but TVs though. There wasn't no internet, YouTube,
It's still a form of-
Facebook, and all
Yeah.
that other stuff.
It's still a form of media. Like people like were still. I don't know, because it's hard because like people see stuff for real, and I don't think that's made up. I just don't think it's like. I don't know, man. It's really hard to tell you because I don't think that's something that the government is probably involved in.
When you was in the Air Force, okay, and you was involved with the Air Force,
Yeah.
have you ever heard any type of stories? Have you ever heard,
Any type of
like,
stories.
like I don't know, like anything when it came to any other being or a
They-
different life from a different world when you was in the military?
Nah.
Did they even speak about stuff like that when you was in the military?
Nah, they spoke about like some video games and stuff. Or
Nah, bro, video games.
Or like going overseas, like every time like when it just comes to the military and like the government stuff, it's just going overseas. And even if someone had information in there, they can't speak about it. So they never like it was never brought up to me. Me personally, like inside the military, my experience from it, everyone's like not too different from over here. They act regular just like you do. They wake up on regular days just like you do. They just have a military suit on.
You know what you remind me of?
What?
You know that movie you was watching about the whole that these people was telling, it was on Netflix, that these people was actually saying, this and this is gonna happen, and then you know when they were on the TV show,
Yeah, I know
that
you're
the
talking
people
about.
wasn't taking it serious.
You talking about Don't Look Up?
Yeah, that's the name of it. Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
And they wasn't taking it serious when they were on they were on TV.
Yeah, because
and they were-
everyone was so manipulated and like they were like everyone was so narcissistic because they were just like they were all like driven by this like status,
yeah.
you know, like social status or like just status. That like they forgot about like real world problems. Like there's a whole comet that's about to hit the planet.
All right. I kind of get a little bit of that vibe from you.
What do you mean?
Like I feel like I don't feel like you take it as serious as it's supposed to be. Why is that? Tell me why.
Because I think that's just a way to like keep your mind like distracted from what's more important.
But it's
Yeah.
millions and millions of things that you keep your mind distracted.
I mean,
by.
I'm not gonna sit there in front like I don't watch stuff like this. I watch stuff like this on Netflix all the time. I just think it's so absurd. Like it's just they're too dramatic. It feels scripted. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. I'm not talking about Netflix now. I'm talking about real life. You don't think
But I'm
that this
talking
is
about-
becoming a often thing now? Like,
But
it's
the
now
only
a
way
lot
we
of
see
things-
it, it's not real life. I mean, it's real life. It's part of like life. But what we're talking about, we see behind the screen just as much. We don't like. How often do you really see a flying saucer coming around here? You don't really see. We don't see nothing like crazy in the sky. Every conspiracy that we hear is behind the screen.
I don't know why I take this so serious.
I get where you.
You know
but
why I
hear
take
me
it so
out, hear
serious?
me out,
I
hear me
feel
out.
like I saw.
I get where you coming from, and I'm pretty sure you have seen some things that you can't explain.
Right.
But that doesn't automatically make aliens real. You can't characterize an alien. You can't, because of what these people are saying. Like that's probably just. I don't know. I do sound like kind of thinking about it. I do sound like these people that are like trying to like. I'm not confirming or I'm not trying to deny the fact that there might be aliens. There might be. I don't know. I just like. I don't want to get too.
You don't have to believe it. I get it.
All right.
So check
you
it
know
out.
what we call things like that?
What?
We call it a rabbit hole. Do you know why it's called a rabbit hole?
Why?
Because it's like never-ending conspiracy theories after conspiracies, and it's like we still haven't been shown the real thing. You get what I'm saying? They show you proof of these alien things on like on TV or like the news or like the government. They just throw it out there. Why are they throwing it out there now? When it's something that they had knowledge on many
Because
centuries
not
ago.
now what it is okay, the reason why they're throwing this out now is
Yeah.
because the simple fact now they can't be touched by the government like they expected, right? Because
Like
now
they who?
all right. So it's 1 million people versus the government, right? So how do we get laws and all that stuff approved? Because you're gonna have to fucking riot.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna have to riot. You're gonna have to get a million fucking people to say, yo, you know what? We don't agree with this.
People always
Right?
like that.
No, I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
And then you got the chairman and you got everybody else. They're gonna get tired of the shit. And they're gonna be like, you know what, man? Let's just pass this law, right? This is the same thing. This is the same thing where people are crying out and saying there is such thing in UFOs. There is such thing of aliens because this and this happened.
I think there's
I worked with the government. I did this that didn't make me feel good. If you notice, what he said was they were making trades with these out of being things.
Yeah.
So
like
we were training them
another
human
life form.
beings to pretty much do operations on human beings
They
for
were
their
studying.
technology.
Yes.
Their technology was fiber optic. Look what we have now, because fiber optic just came out last year. Okay, laser beams, and other stuff that they doing now, chips or what is it? The boards, like what we have in computers now and all that stuff.
Chips, yeah, chips.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Hard drives.
this information, they got this shit way back then, and now they're releasing it. So
it's so hard to believe.
I
bro,
know,
because
I know.
There's so
I
many
get it.
conspiracies based around it that, you know, like I said, to me, I just feel like you just get lost in the thinking, man, I wonder, because if you really think about it, it's like, it's such a vast universe, or like space is huge. I think it's infinite, if I'm not mistaken. We don't know. You get me? So for the possibility for something to exist outside of us, yeah, probably. Or like maybe we're the only ones that really exist. We're the highest form of existence.
Yeah.
What do you think? That's how I think. But once again, I'm not
confused.
confirmed, nor am I denying the fact that there's
I'm
probably
I'm
another life
definitely
form
confused.
that's probably more intelligent than us. So what if there are other life forms that aren't as intelligent as us?
You're right.
You get what I'm saying?
You're right.
It's really hard to tell because, I mean, to say that we discovered not like 99% of this, world, that's impossible.
I get it.
I don't think there could be enough of us to do that. So yeah,
I-
maybe we've come into contact with with another form of being that's a lot more intelligent than us, or maybe we're like match to match.
All right.
You get what I'm saying?
But that's not what I'm concerned about. You know what I'm concerned about?
Yeah. Well, nah.
How we are making trades with these people, all these things.
But that's not confirmed though.
Right? It's confirmed.
It's not confirmed.
It's confirmed.
It's not confirmed because some old guy said it.
All right. Explain. Okay, you don't notice that everybody that is saying that they see UFOs, right? And then out of nowhere we come up with a fucking jet that looks like one, or UAV that looks like one,
yeah, like-
or a bomber
Yeah, like-
that looks like one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just, yeah.
The technology that we've been looking at, we want that shit, and we still yet to have it. I think.
We have it because we're the ones flying it.
Yeah, but we ain't
Military.
flying. We ain't flying as fast as them, at all. Because I don't think a human being body could take that G-force.
So it's just crazy. I was like, they have videos of them saying that they're trying to catch up to it, but then we're in contact with it. So it's like,
We in contact on certain things that they have,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's,
Right? We start off a little bit, right? We give you a body or two. This is the way they saying it, right? We give you a body or two. You go ahead and you operate on this body, but give us a thing or two for we could work with, right? And this shit with all the little kids. How many little kids are missing in this world that nobody don't know? How about the people that actually disappeared and then come back fucked up, talking about they got operated on by these out of space shit, and then they got scars and they find things.
and then they'll probably say that you're crazy, so no one's.
Of course,
believe
and
you.
that's when they give you the
And they're
medication.
gonna demonize you.
Yeah,
And they're gonna make you look like you're just a psychopath.
and then they put you in a crazy house. Then they make you more
That
fucking
can
crazy
be the case.
because
It can be the case. It can't be the case. And it might just be happening. I think there is such thing as human trafficking, as child trafficking.
yeah,
How exactly does that go? I don't know. Like maybe, yeah, they probably go to like these alien things where they just test humans for I don't know. But what exactly are they testing for? The power of the mind, the limits of the brain.
or they could be testing and see they could clone. They'll clone us. We won't even know they
What do you get from
exist.
cloning
They're
people?
already doing it. They're already doing it. So the
That's
Men in
not-
Black. So check it out. The way he was saying is that he actually had hybrids with him. Those wasn't human beings. Those was fucking hybrids. Those were people that's aliens in a body,
So I gotta say,
in a
right,
body, in the skin of a body.
I gotta say he was accurate about the pandemics that's been going on, you know, like recently.
Yeah.
You know, but the other thing that I feel like he wasn't really that correct on, because he doesn't have that much information, or like I don't even think any government has the amount of information that, you know, when it comes to population control.
Of course they do, heck. Of course they do, Louis.
Okay, do you know how much people is in China?
Yeah.
You know the government. You don't. You know what's like, you know, on paper.
Well, but what
that-
do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Though?
What's on paper, or like, you know, whatever you look up on Google, that doesn't necessarily make it true. It doesn't make it a fact. I'm talking about population control. That's one of the points that he had said inside the video. He said that they were working on population control.
Okay, let me ask you another question.
But
Well,
we don't know the exact
let me ask-
population.
let me
We
ask
know what
another
we see on
question.
Google. It's
Do
not-
you remember
What's up?
when COVID hit, how many people died?
From what we seen on the news, it was like millions of people.
Millions of people, right?
A lot of people
Okay.
did die from it.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Fact. Now check
Yeah.
this out. Another fact that I feel like is a fact. They also mentioned this
Okay.
overpopulated world. And they felt like the government, even CNN and everybody else, was saying that they feel like there's a man-made virus just to kill people because we overpopulated.
I think viruses are man-made.
Oh no, they definitely man-made.
But
That's something that's a
that
fact.
doesn't necessarily mean that we're in contact with aliens, and that has to do with man-made viruses and population control. Like, no, like how do you mix all that together? Like, how does he mix all that together?
Maybe they know something we don't know.
You mean to tell me that Men in Black, he's pretty much saying that he works in every department of the world?
Maybe they know something that we don't know. Maybe they could see the future.
Time travel?
Yeah, maybe they could see the future. Maybe they
it's
could see what's
probably-
going on. And a lot of people taking it like a joke. Maybe we getting this information from them.
I think people overestimate science. Science is fact, yeah, but people overestimate it.
In
Where
what
they
way?
try to build science fiction, like theories and conspiracies, where it's just like mind-boggling. Like, it's something to think about. But like I said, we don't really have proof that there's aliens out here. All we hear is all we've been hearing is hearsay from like other people.
But what about the videos? What about the videos that these jet fighters are filming, and they say, "Hey, he's right near us. Like, what's going on? Like, do we shoot it down? Do we what do we? Oh my God, look how fast he's going.
Yeah.
Look how fast we can't catch up to that." What about those videos? Those videos are all false now. They fake, and these are fighters. These are people that you are classified. You are classified people that are flying these jets. Why would they make that up?
Why not?
Why? They got everything going for themselves. They got everything they wanted.
Did
Why
you ever
would
hear
they not?
about the Apollo missions being fake too?
The Apollo mission. No,
Yeah.
tell me about that. What do you mean?
When they go to the moon, apparently every other country, or I think it was Russia, ended up in the moon first. But they said they were the first ones that had landed on the moon.
All right, but that's different.
But no, apparently the whole thing was fake.
And to
I
this
think
day,
they do have access to the
do we
moon,
have
but I don't
fa-
think they're showing us what we want.
do we have facts on that?
We
or that's a he say, she
we have
say?
we have videos of rockets going up. and
All
stuff
right,
like
but
that.
do we got videos of an actual Russian stepping foot on the moon?
I think the Russians probably do, yeah.
So then
The
why they don't
Russians.
release it then? If I had a fact
Yeah.
and I could release that fact just to prove my fact,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't you release it?
That depends on what's the consequences behind.
Fuck
releasing
a
that information.
fuck a consequence. If you telling me that you made it to the moon first and I know I did, I'm gonna show that fact because I want to be rich like you. I feel like that revenue that y'all making right now because you are saying to the world that y'all was the first one to step on the moon.
I don't think that's
Your
rich.
kind, and we were the ones that they made the
That's
first.
That's not gonna make you rich.
Okay, what do you mean?
It's all about the agenda. That's not even the point.
What do you mean it's not gonna make you rich? You know what's gonna make you rich?
It's about the. That's
Then
not-
my missile or my
You know how much
not
astronauts get paid?
missile, my way of getting to the moon,
Yeah.
I get you to the moon too. So if we fell at
But
it,
do you
we
know how
go to
much
the next man.
astronauts get paid?
I don't know that.
So
Do
then
you?
how could you just assume that that's what's getting them rich?
because of their product, right? So if I build a bomb, they could make it farther than your bomb,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You ain't gonna buy my fucking bomb. If the U.S. builds a bomb,
Resources and
no,
stuff.
check it out. If the U.S. builds a bomb, right,
Yeah.
and it goes, and it doesn't make it to that particular place, it's probably like a mile before reaching that area, and it blows up. Okay, is it that bomb? I don't want that bomb. I want something that's gonna reach. What if that person makes a bomb that's gonna reach that and then some? I'm gonna buy that bomb. That's the same way. That's the same way with the whole proof with the Russians saying that they made it to the moon first than us. If you made it first than
Yeah, but
us,
you're
and you
talking
stating
about-
that you did, right?
Yeah.
Show the facts.
But that's the same. That's my point.
And then you
So
talking
they
about
show
the money.
facts on that, right?
The money. Where does money
Okay,
come
wait.
into this?
So they show facts on that, right? On the moon landing, right? So let's say if it is real, they show facts on that, right? They
Well,
show
I know
video.
we got video for sure. Even if we fake it and we made it to the moon,
but
for sure.
But you can't say even if we fake it, we made it to.
Well, even if we said
I know. I think we have access to the moon. Yeah. of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, okay.
Like, why would we build rockets? And just for it to not to ever go nowhere? No, I
Okay,
think that's-
all I'm trying to say, facts is facts, right? Facts. If I know I made it first than you,
yeah.
and y'all claiming y'all did, I'm gonna fight that.
And I just think it's really dangerous to just believe in everything that's like put out there.
I get it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not trying to like say that I don't have any right to say that aliens don't exist, But I think there's probably resources maybe
Yeah.
that we get from other planets
Oh, no,
that
you
we
can-
might have access to.
You can speak your truth. Definitely.
Well,
If
to
you
me-
ain't believing them, you ain't believing them. I am. I'm believing in something out there.
That's not the truth. To me, it's just like it's my opinion. It's not. It doesn't make it true though. You feel me? Just like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So
But
like,
that's
it
you.
can-
That's
it can be a
when I
thing.
mean the truth is your opinion. It's your.
I think
your,
that would be mind-boggling to like the fact that if aliens were involved in like child trafficking, that's like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well, he didn't say that.
that's pretty.
He didn't say that. What he said was the
was child
government.
trafficking?
No,
Yeah.
he said the government is involved of the kidnapping of millions of kids.
Child trafficking.
Right? Yeah, but he didn't say the aliens was doing that, and then they were bringing. Actually, he did say at one point that they one of the UFOs that they shot down had a human being in there,
Yeah.
a female human being that they did abduct. So yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Lewis.
He said he was more like a hitman. Like he had contracts to like kill people, and those are like either they were whistleblowers and stuff like that. Just people
Absolutely, they were
that's
whistleblowers.
letting out information. So if you know that's the case, then why would you go on the light and say something like that?
Maybe he got tired. Maybe he got tired of doing what he was doing. He probably was afraid. He probably didn't look afraid. He probably was afraid.
You know what? That can
You know what I mean?
be a justifiable reason because I know a lot of people, and this is apart from the alien thing. I know people that were like in certain industries, like I don't know, let's say the music industry, that worked as a private security,
Okay.
and they got out because they feel like there was like some weird stuff that they were going through. So that can't be the same case with aliens and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that they don't want to hide it anymore because
Hey,
they
we gotta
feel guilty.
lead that. We gotta lead that one. We gotta lead that one for another podcast though.
Oh yeah.
We gotta lead that one.
No.
And maybe do a little more research on that, and then maybe we could bring in that source.
Yeah, of course.
That source.
I have
And-
a
and
lot
then-
of. I have a decent amount of like that type of information. For that
Yeah,
topic.
yeah, we definitely gonna lead that
So
for
y'all,
another
y'all,
podcast.
y'all definitely tune into the next podcast because
Yeah, definitely.
we're definitely gonna talk about the music industry.
Definitely,
I feel
we
like
need
that's a
that.
really interesting conversation.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
but that's also conspiracies as well. It's not anything that's been proven yet. It's just it's more like hearsay. So
Look,
that's-
if you looked at my podcast from the beginning, please watch this whole podcast.
Yeah,
Watch
absolutely.
the video that I posted up.
yeah,
And I'm going to say this again. On the video, it says, I do not own rights to this video. I don't own rights to the video. All right? It was leaked to me.
it's pretty old school. the video.
So, yeah, I don't own rights to the video. I did show it. It's a little disturbing. Please, though, look at the video. Tell me what's your thoughts. Write back to me. I'll do another podcast on your comments. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Write back
definitely.
to me. But
comment,
yeah, man.
comment, yeah,
know,
what you guys think about this too, because
Yeah,
it's not just about what we think. It's also more importantly about what you guys think.
exactly.
About this whole alien phenomenon that's been going on, or UAPs
UAPs.
to be
Yeah.
more specific.
UAPs.
Yeah, UAPs, man. But you guys stay tuned in at all times, man. We thank you so much for always showing love and supporting the channel. You know, we're gonna continue to grow this channel as much as we can. We plan on having we have certain goals for this channel to meet a certain amount of viewers. So y'all just keep
Yeah.
y'all keep clicking that like button. Subscribe to the channel, of course. Tune into the shorts too, man. And there's also another channel that's in production right now that he's been working on. It's called A Second Chance.
Yeah.
You know, it has to do with sobriety, so y'all tune into that because it's definitely gonna help. It's definitely gonna help you with your mental health.
Yeah.
You know, we're like the same road that we're walking down. We look forward to walking that same road with you guys, and we're always here to help. You know,
For sure. So check it out. He was talking about. I do have another channel
facts.
on YouTube
Yeah.
and Instagram. You could catch it right on the links on Facebook.
Yeah.
Second Chance is about addicts. It's also about people expressing their feelings and what experience they went through when it came to being an addict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it doesn't mean you're an addict for just drugs. You could be an addict for sugar. You could be an addict for caffeine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like myself.
It could be anything. You know what I'm saying?
Caffeine guys, and it's a guilty pleasure.
For sure. So check it out. Please tune in.
At all
Subscribe. Go to my Second Chance channel. Subscribe. Tell me what y'all think is in the making.
Yeah.
But you could log in now and then see what I got going on there.
Yep.
Also for Instagram, Facebook, my people that watch me. And back in my days, I'm a grown ass man. It might sound like I'm begging, but I'm not. It's up to you, totally up to you. But if you see my reel and you like it, all right, there's stars there. If my reel has stars on the comment section, click on the stars. It's only $1, and send me some stars. You spend $1, you lose $1 every day. It don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shows support to the channel. Not only that, if you ever want to come on my podcast, let me tell you what those stars do before we end this. Because a lot of people think it's about me making the money. No, what it does, it makes the video go more viral. Okay? So if I'm getting the more stars I get, the more viral the video goes. So if you're on my podcast and you want to get this video to go as much viral, send some stars. Show some love to the Entertainment Media.
Absolutely,
Alright.
man. And you guys also tune into the Radio at all times. You know, we're playing the best hits, especially over here in the South, man. You know, we got some new things that have dropped, new songs, new albums that just dropped. So y'all always just continue to tune into the radio. And one more thing before we leave, man. I am coming out with this feature project. It's called Conversion Kings. I don't know if I'm going to keep that name, but it's pretty much a program, when it comes to, it touches on areas like fitness, like philosophy and stuff like that, just really thought-provoking things that can drastically change your life, I'm not done with the program yet, but I will be having that soon. So just to, put a little bit of what I'm working on just out there in the light, just so you guys can have an idea of what I want to do and how I can help you guys too. So stay tuned in at all times.
There you go. And we out of here.